there and welcome to a new video. You were supposed to see something else from me today, but it just wasn't working in my brain, so we're gonna do something I've actually been wanting to do for a really long time, and that is the How Well Do I Know My Books challenge. There are about 28 questions where you randomly pick a book off of your shelves and then answer a question about it. Some of them I do believe you have to have read the book first, or else like the question is impossible to answer. So if that does happen, I'm just gonna keep going until I hit a book that I have read. I've got a big old list of a bunch of just random numbers. There are 125 books here. These are all of the like novels that I have. I have some other books that wouldn't really work for this, so 125 is what we're working with. I'm gonna read the question and then the number. I think that's the right order to do it. Oh, also I put these post-it notes on here. These just say the first, so this one says nothing apparently. It says 31, which means the first book in this row is number 31, just so I can calculate the list. So all of my shelves have those. Here we go. Question 1. Without looking up the description, tell us what this book is about. We have number 62. So this is an interesting pick. The Switch by Bethel Berry. When I picked this up, I thought it was about a woman and her grandmother who are both sort of going through heartbreak or life changes or something, and they decide to swap places. But I did actually recently hear, I think it was Meg with Books talking about this, and she thinks it's a Freaky Friday situation, which I never got that impression, but only one way to find out, and I guess it's to finally read this one, which I should. Question 2, without looking it up, what is the genre of this book? I can handle that. The number is 121. We have the second Scott Pilgrim book. Did they have subtitles? Scott Pilgrim versus the World? They're all called that, right? They're not. The first one's called Precious Little Life, and this one is called Versus the World. Huh. I learned something new just because that's what the movie's called. This is a comic. I think that would count as a genre. It's also comedic and contemporary. Question 3, without looking at the book, tell us what is on the cover. The number is 1. So that's You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogel. This is a knockoff The Hating Game cover, and it's got the two leads, the man and the woman, and she is throwing flowers from above him out of a window. And he's just kind of standing there with his arms crossed. Crushing it. It's almost like I love this book and talk about it way too much. Question 4, without looking it up, what is the main character's name? Alright, for that we have 111. Going back down. I swear I didn't cheat on this one. It looks like I did, but The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, the main character in this book, is named Steve. Question 5, without looking, name a side character. So I might have to skip on this one. The number is 4, which is a totally awkward love story, which I haven't read. So I'm gonna go to the next one. One to Watch by Kate Stayman London, which I have read. I remember the main character's name B, and she dates like 30 dudes. You'd think I'd be able to remember the name of one of them. There's something like Austin? It's something like that. Austin. Asher? I guess that's the name I've been thinking of. So, no, my bad. Many characters, lovely book. Sorry I don't remember your names. Question, I don't know. I don't have them numbered. Just another question. Put the number on the screen. Guess how many pages the book has without looking. If you guess within 25, you win. Okay, and for that we have 109. With Malice by Eileen Cook. I read this one recently. It's not huge, so I'm gonna say 320. 320. 329. I'm proud of that. That was a good one. Next one. Without looking it up, what rating did you give this book? Skip if you haven't read it. Okay. That one we have 107. Going back. So we ended up back at With Malice, which I guess, no, we've already talked about it. Let's keep going. The next one after that I have read is The Passengers by John Mars. I also read this pretty recently, so I know this was 4 stars. Next question, without looking, where does this book take place? Let's see what we have. Number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dark Matter. I want to say Chicago? Chicago feels right. I don't know if it'll just tell me. So it says Chicago, it's talking about the Chicago art scene, but then it also says New York, Logan Square. I'll look it up. I'm pretty sure it's Chicago, and I feel pretty good that it says Chicago, but I'll put it on the screen if I'm right or wrong. I'm sure I'm right. Next question, without looking, what are the parents' names? I mean, I'll do my best. Number 45. I've landed on I'll Be the One. I have not read this. You know what I have read though? Midnight Sun. And I know the names of the parents. Oh, wow. Carlisle. Carlisle is Edward's dad. And the mom is Esme? Yeah. And then Bella's dad is named Charlie. I'm pretty sure that's right. Again, editing me, tell me if I've disappointed you, but I'm right. Next question is, without looking at the hardback, what color is the book under the dust jacket? So I have pretty much all of my hardcovers here, so we might have to mess with my number, because the number here is 54. So that ain't gonna happen. I put down more numbers than I needed just in case, so let's go backwards and see what we can get between 31 and 49. 39 is the first one I have, so let's do that. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 39. Midnight Bargain. Oh, this is a really nice green underneath. Yeah, it's similar to the shimmery green, but darker. It's really nice. Like this. Yeah. Yeah. I love the way this book looks. Next question, without looking, is there anything on the hardback, like an imprint or an image of some sort? So we're gonna have to do the same thing. Going backwards again, 49. No, 48. Which is this one. Is there anything printed on here? No. Yes. There's an embossed imprint logo. Yeah, I remember looking at this. Now that it's in my hands, I remember looking at the thing. Oh well. The next question is another one about a hardback, but I don't really want to do another one of those, so let's just skip it. The next question after that is, without looking, do the chapters have titles or are they just numbered? Number 18 is what I picked for that. We have Howards End by E.M. Forster. I can't imagine this having named chapters. It's gotta just be numbers. Yeah, so just numbers. I'm right. Next question. Without looking at the book cover, does it have any awards on it? The number is 26. So we know 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. Pretty sure doesn't have any awards. And it doesn't. Next question, without looking, does this book have any author blurbs on the front cover? Who knows things like that? Not me. Okay, the number is 17. And if this is 18, this is 17 in Holidays by Christina Lauren, who, by nature of romance covers, I feel like will have an author blurb on it. Can I guess the author? Like an Emily Henry, probably. These would have been around the same time. I'm gonna say yes. Bonus points if it's Emily Henry. Oh my gosh. Right here. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so good at books. That seems kind of spooky, but logic makes everything seem spooky. That's really cool. I'm really happy with that. I'm never gonna be that right again in my life, but that was pretty cool when it happened. Okay, next question. Without looking, does this book have a description on the back? The number is 89. Haven't looked. This is the 5th Expanse book. It's called Nemesis Games. That's a cool title. Does it have a description on the back? I haven't read this, but I'm gonna go with no. I bet it'll just be blurbs about how good the first book was. That feels pretty common for books later in a series. So that is on here, praise for the Expanse series, but there is also a description on it, which I'm gonna try not to read because I do want to read these eventually. Next question. Without looking, does this book have an author photo? Okay, the number is 114. 114 is After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This, I've looked at it pretty recently. I think it does have an author photo like right here on the back, even though it's a soft cover. I think it's on the outside. Here she is. Yeah, nothing on the inside. Cool. Next question. Without looking it up, is this author using a pen name? I know there's like 3 authors on my shelves that have pen names, so I feel pretty confident that I'll get this one right. The number is 108. That is The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. This is a relatively new release. It's the 2021 release, and I don't know. I'm going to assume no. I'm pretty sure this is a debut author. Again, editing me, let me know how disappointed in me you are, but I'm fairly confident this wouldn't be a pen name. Pretty sure. The next question is, without peeking, we got tired of saying without looking, I guess. What POV is this book written in? The number is 30. Okay, I haven't read that book, so I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna move on. Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes. I don't know, because I think it's told in 2 POVs. I'm gonna say it's third. Oh, I'm not confident. Now, maybe it's first? Maybe it's first? I'm gonna say first person. This is looking like third person. Always go with your gut. Nope, third person. Always go with your gut. It's always right. Why would it be in first person? It's fine. Of course it was in third person. Okay, without looking, are there any pictures or graphics in this book? We have 105. That would be The Kiss Quotient by Helen Wang. No. I don't think there'd be anything in here. Nothing, like not even on the chapter pages does it have anything. So, yay. Question next. Without looking, does it have an epilogue? Number 52. I haven't read that. The next one is The Hobbit, which, yes, I have read, but not in a very long time. Does it have an epilogue? Yes. No. Never trust your gut. Next question. Without looking, does this book have a prologue? Okay. The number is 99, which is Today I Am Carrie. I don't believe this has a prologue because it starts off with a short story that this was based on. And the first chapter is called Today I Am Paul, and it's not a prologue. I know so many things. Next question without looking, is this book signed? I think I own one signed copy, so should be pretty easy. 74 is this one. Star-Crossed by Minnie Dark. This is not signed. I don't know how to prove it's just not signed. Without looking, do the page numbers have a design above or below them or none at all? Number 81. Scoured by Brandon Sanderson. This one definitely could have something, but I'm going to say it doesn't. And it does not. Just some boring old numbers. Great. Without looking, do the chapter headers have designs on them? Okay. And that's 38, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Ooh, this is a short story collection, which means it definitely could, but I'm gonna say it doesn't. Trusting my gut. It does. Are they all like this? Oh, they're different depending on the story. Okay, so super wrong. Next question. Without looking, are the acknowledgements in the front or the back of the book? I remember seeing this question on other people's and it's like, what has acknowledgement at the front? I've seen like maybe one book that has it. And the number is 124, which is the second last book. Would this even have acknowledgements? Yeah, from what I can tell, this doesn't have any acknowledgements. I smart. My battery is on the verge of collapse, so maybe I'll film. I think there's only a few more questions, but I'm gonna close the video real quick. Thank you for watching. Come back some other time. I'm smart sometimes. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Because I am a completionist, I want to finish up the questions that I didn't do. I want to go back to the hardcover question that I skipped. Without taking the dust jacket off, what is the color of the font of the hardback? Which I have no idea. I randomly picked Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas. I think the cover is red and the text is black. Oh, so the opposite of this, I guess, is what I'm assuming. Yeah. All right. Cool. Not confident at all with that one. The next question is without looking, what year was this book published? I randomly picked Top 10 by Katie Cotugno. I have not read this book, but I'm trying to go off of the vibe of the illustrations. This feels like a 2018 or 2019. I'm gonna go with 2019. 2017. So, oh wait, what? It says copyright 2017, but first paperback edition 2019. Oh, so maybe the hardcover was in 2017 and this was 2019? There's a way to find out. There's this handy site called Goodreads. I don't know if you've heard of it before. Yeah, so that's exactly it. There's a hardcover version with a totally different cover that came out in 2017, and this one came out in 2019. And since I was basing my assumption off of the illustrations, I think I'm right. The final question is without looking, what year did you read this book? For that, I picked The Monster, House of Leaves, a book I have read. Did I regret reading it? Maybe. But I read this book in 2020, very recently, September, I believe it was. I'm not even gonna check, I know that that's right. Thank you for watching again. See you next week. Bye.